A place in the last four, a place in the semi-final draw, which will take place at the end of play tonight. Chelsea squeezed past Cardiff City of League One last night. An all-Premier League encounter in East Manchester tonight, as Manchester City and Brentford go head-to-head for a place in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Reinders at the heart of a really good move. Savinho just eludes the arriving company. Oscar Bob at the heart of it. CHERKI has a shot, but drags it wide.
Yeah, it's big problems for Coyote there. Once Reinders gets into space and is running towards the Brentford goal, you see Savinho is off. It's the timing of that forward run, the weight of the pass from Reinders is excellent. It's just really strengthened defensive numbers there from Brentford. They just outmuscle the City players, so they can't get decent contact in the penalty area, so that means they end up having a shot from the edge of the box rather than the edge of the 6-yard box.
As Brentford have cemented themselves as Premier League regulars over the last few seasons, they've tended to enjoy this competition, but they've got questions being asked here by Bob. Didn't really catch it after a really promising build-up.
I think Oscar Bob, he does well. He opens the space up for himself, just needs to take a breath and just pass that ball towards the far post. He goes for power, he snatches at it, and he should really be scoring from that position.
Just at the quarter of an hour mark, and it's been a decent start for Brentford, which may get better. Sharda brought down by Kushinov, right under the nose of Sam Barrett. Yellow card is the decision.
Well, it's really poor from the City centre-halves. Both of them are watching the ball. Sharda's in between them. On this occasion, he's timed the run to perfection. He's onside. I can see what the Brentford players are saying here, because they feel this is the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. He shouldn't get in between centre-halves like this. Long forward ball, great first touch, and Kassanov then takes him out. And if he doesn't make that challenge, the centre-forward is away. He is in on goal, so I can understand the Brentford players aren't happy at all with that yellow card.
No VAR, of course, in this competition until the semi-final stage. Janssen and Janelt, the two options here. Jensen takes. Trafford had the answers. Decent distance on it as well.
Yeah, it did seem to me as if Trafford actually read where this free kick was going to end up. He's actually moving to his left, and he sees the right footer going to take it. He probably expects it maybe to go to that area of the goal, and it's comfortable. He could really have caught that.
Injection of pace from Savinho. Great bit of covering back. Janelt, I think it was, who got his head to it. Mukasa with the corner. It's a fine leap. It's clattered by his own goalkeeper. Oh, and that is quite something. Ryan CHERKI with a bolt from the blue. It rifled the back of the net, it nearly broke it. And it fires Manchester City into the lead.
Well, it was again short on attacking quality, but if you give a player of this quality time and space to shape up, look at the target and shoot, you're in big trouble. Well, the ball is headed clear. There's just no panic from him. As he takes the touch, he just shifts the ball, has a look. As I say, no one's closing him down. And it's power and precision. It's perfect. You've got to step out. You've got to get close to him. You can't allow him to shoot. But the way he manipulates that ball from left to right is outstanding. Gets it down quickly, shifts it, and then just whips it You know, with the instep, with pace, with power, no chance for the goalkeeper, no defender's going to get in the way. It's individual brilliance.
And didn't they just love it, the Manchester City fans? It's one for you, Erling. Hey, that's my celebration, Ryan. Back to Foden. O'Reilly.
I talked there about Brentford causing more of a problem for City defensively, but at this phase of the game, it's just about keeping City out, not conceding that second goal, because City have started the second half, high tempo. It's a case of just keeping that defensive discipline for Brentford and not going further behind at the moment.
Now Henry. Yarmolyuk. Aya hit it well enough. And Trafford gets it well away.
Well, he doesn't get closed down, so he's right to take the shot on, but once again, I think Trafford reads this, knows where it's going to end up, and he's actually moving across his goal. Good initial positioning, then he moves his feet, so he's in a very good position to make the save. It's fairly comfortable again. He's not going to catch that one. You've got to maybe parry that one clear, because it's really whistling towards the target.
Savinho thought he spotted a gap, but the door quickly closed on him. Cherki finding Foden. Valdemarsson got down well to make the save.
So it's a magnificent save. It's a snapshot from Foden, comes past defenders, bouncing ball. Oh, it's close to his body, so there's the possibility he can make the save, but he reacts really quickly, and strong hand as well to keep it out.
Savinho has plenty of support here. Might go himself. And that loops in off a deflection. And that just might be enough for Manchester City. A little stroke of luck with the way it looped over the goalkeeper. But a second goal that surely paves the way to Wembley yet again for Manchester City.
Well, it's cruel on Brentford. They were forcing the issue. They were committing bodies high up the pitch, taking risks. They're always then vulnerable to the counter-attack. That's exactly what City will use to get forward. Savinho, he does the right thing. He attacks the defenders on the edge of the box. He takes the shot on. It's just the deflection again. If he doesn't get the deflection, it's probably down the goalkeeper's throat. But sometimes they go over the crossbar, sometimes they just drop in. There's nothing that Valdemarsson can do about that. Aya's doing his best to get the block in. It's just really unfortunate. Positive play, though, from Savinho, and gets a huge chunk of good fortune. Long, long way back now for Brentford.
And just when Brentford were entertaining thoughts of a comeback from one down, they need to find a way to do it from two. And they've got a quarter of this contest remaining. The celebration from Pep Guardiola will tell you he thinks that should be enough. Silva finding Reinders. How's he still going here, Reinders? Savinho couldn't touch it. And whipped wide, narrowly wide, by Divine Mukasa.
Well, that 2-0, it's worth an attempt, but it's difficult when you're moving away from the target, looking to wrap your instep around it and pick out the top corner.
For the first time in 5 years in the Carabao Cup, Manchester City take their place in the semi-finals. And when they get to the last four, they usually go all the way. Well, they were set on the way by a quite wonderful strike from Ryan Cherki. He blasted it in from the edge of the box. That came in the first half, and in the second, well, perhaps a touch of ill fortune for Brentford, as Savinho's shot that was heading towards goal was deflected over the goalkeeper, Hakan Valdemarsson. A place in a 10th League Cup final, very much in their sights.